Hello. Welcome back to the Psychic Studio where everybody is welcome. I think that's kind of prevalent with this setup here. We got lots of feathers and wings and angels, and I feel like there's a lot of celestial beings a part of this group. So, welcome. Okay. We're going to put these cards to the side. We had a little bit of a mishap um, before I started reading or tuning into your guys' reading. Um, Water was spilled. I had to do some cleaning up. I had to tune in and be like, okay, is this my energy or is there something that is interfering? Is there something that is um, causing this chaos? So I tuned back in. I used my essential oils to for protection, shadow work, and to have a clear knowing, to be able to have a clear channel for you guys. So maybe there's a message in there for you. I'm feeling like it's hard to breathe right now. Um, just a heaviness of pressure on my chest. Hard to catch my breath. Okay, so we're gonna go in right away. I think I said not sure where this video is going, but Spirit always guides us in the direction that we need to be in. This is the Animal Oracle, Winter Seer by Cielo Thompson. Okay, say what I had to say. And we got the Hummingbird Determination. Yeah, I feel like I really wanted to get this video across. Determined to get it done. Tapping into that energy. I'm feeling very celestial. We've got Bear with strength. Bear could be a guardian angel or a spirit animal, spirit guide that is trying to get messages across. Oh, we got two more. Okay. But Robin with helpful and the snake with desire. Let's move it over here. I mean, immediately being drawn to these bubbles or air pockets around the Robin helpful. And I feel like it's spirit or guardian angels, like I was saying before, orbs of light. It could even be fairies. Something is trying to get your attention. They're saying like, "I'm here. I want to help you. I am helpful in whatever you need." Strength in numbers. The more you have a connection with your spirit guides, the more help they can give you, a more clear understanding of maybe why you have these desires. There's a determination within you that it's a strength that you have. With the desire, I feel like there is this sense of constriction and contracting. And sometimes when we love somebody or something so much, we can constrict their being, their body, and they can't freely move about. So maybe you're feeling constricted. Like I was saying with my chest, my heart even, and in my throat, this area of feeling constricted and not being able to communicate what I want to say properly. And the hummingbird, I'm laughing because I associate hummingbird with my grandmother who has passed away, but she was very nosy. And I feel like maybe there's somebody or a few somebodies that they're kind of in your business. They're trying to take your sweet life that you have. Um, it could be just one person, or it could be a few people trying to nitpick, or again, getting your attention somehow, or taking your attention away. And like you're this bear, and you're kind of just hibernating and sitting at home trying to regain your strength so that you can move forward to the next flower or to the next sweet thing in your life. And you're determined to do all this work and you're a busybody, but there's maybe a need to slow down and regain your strength back. And it's like you want to be helpful, but you're being constricted in some way. I feel like like this hummingbird has a lot of color, but the other ones only have a few bits of color. And it's like the hummingbird has a lot of color and life to it. And I feel like this is where you should be, but there's something that's constricting your aura or your body and the color that is trying to flow through you. I'm not going to say it's dark, but there's this, it's not, it's like you're not shining your whole light of who you are and who you want to be. And you're only showing bits and pieces of it. It's like your heart is wounded, or it needs strengthening, or there's something about the green that I'm really seeing. It's like a mist behind you. It's not really a part of you right now. It's kind of floating behind you. Maybe there's a picture that you're missing. You're not seeing all of it. There are puzzle pieces missing to your story. And you're trying to find it. You're trying to connect your head and your mind and maybe the celestial body that keeps coming through. There's not a clear division of um there's not a clear channel to your mind or from your mind. I'm going to go into next cards here. We got the Alchemy cards by Kim Krans. I feel like this video or this group, this pile, there's a lot of technical difficulties that you're feeling, or um, you're feel like you can do so much more than you should be doing. It's like you want to be this hummingbird and flutter and do all these things, but Spirit is saying slow down, connect to your guides, and let your guides do the things that you can't see, or do the things that are unseen for you. Even give the robin, the hummingbird, the fairies, the angels, um, or light workers even. It's a collective energy that wants to help you, and there's fruition coming. I see things are growing, even though it is coming into winter and um, all the leaves are dying off. But the evergreen and the primordial, the cedar trees, those types of things are still thriving through the winter. And it's like just because it may be winter and it may not, maybe it's not your season, you're still gonna thrive in what you need to do. You're still gonna be warm. You're still gonna be able to move like you need to be, but it may be slower. You may be trekking through the snow, right? And maybe like there is not as much things that need your attention, or there are things that are dying off until the spring when they're ready to come back to life again. Ooh, like I was saying, spring. maybe springtime is your season, but right now it's your season of strength and building up that desire. What do you want to do in the spring? Right? Okay. Oh, just like a couple cards, please, Spirit. You've shown us so many. That is wonderful, but oops, I thought that one fell. Okay, winter. Interesting. Lots of seasons for you guys. There's something about the the bareness, the nakedness of this tree. Let's see what else there is. Then we got mortification. Mortification. We'll take these two. And then we got lightning, more snakes, constriction. And then we got Uranus. Okay. I'm seeing a connection with the lightning bolt and this tree. If we put it like this and like this, it's like there's a connection of the trees being upright that are connecting you with the divine, and that divine energy is bringing in this energetic surge of enlightenment, power, and it's bringing about this gem and this color within your hands. Okay. I'm gonna put that back and see where that leads us. But I see you are wanting to maybe sit in the dark, under the stars, under the universe, under the Milky Way, something, and connecting with your higher self beneath the stars or with the stars. Maybe connecting with um, I heard light seed, but I was trying to think of star seed collective. Maybe there's a connection that you need to be growing with that. With this tree, the nakedness of it, I'm not seeing the roots necessarily, but it's more of the third eye and the crown chakra, and even a little bit of the throat. Um, Maybe you need to open up your limbs and your fingers and your toes, and really feel that power that you have within those hands. Hmm. With this one here, the mortification, I'm seeing there is a blockage. Um, all these lights pillars are trying to penetrate the body, your body, but there is um, I don't want to make it sound scary, but there's like this entity, this darkness, this darkening, um, kind of like it's like mind-boggling to you almost. And there's a lot of chaos. There's a lot of worms and decay in your mind, and this peering eye. And it's like you can't see the light about your past your being almost. Then on the flip side, there is this constriction um, on this certain new beginning that you have. You're so focused on this new beginning, this and cracking it open, that you're kind of missing what is on the tail end of this desire that you have. or somebody else is trying to deter you from what is actually going on around you. And you're being blindsided by the truth, by your truth. And it's like it's so bright on this part that you can't see what's going on. Let's go in with the tarot now. I feel like there's a lot of thoughts in your mind that there's like a time and a place for it, but something is overtaking your mind and you cannot see past it. Yeah, there's a lot of layers to you, and you get to uncover these layers. This nakedness that maybe you're not used to, and you feel like there's prying eyes on you. People are watching you, looking out for you, or it's like you're sitting on this dynasty and you're so scared to lose it, but there is something far better outside of what you're holding on to so tightly. Yeah, I just keep hearing prying eyes. You get the sun. I kind of want to put it in reverse. It's like you're scared the sun is going to melt away something that is okay. I feel like the sun, you're afraid of it melting away the snow for spring to come. And in the winter, there's not as much sun and you don't see as much daylight. And that really um, brings you into the state of, say, depression or a low energy. And you're seeing it in a negative and not in a positive. It's kind of something about with like, if you don't see the sun, you don't see your shadow. So maybe for some of you, you feel like you thrive in the winter because you are able to um, sit more deeply within the self. And you don't have to worry about people asking you why you're not going out because it is the winter time. There's snow on the roads. It's harder to do things, right? But there's a need to step outside of that box and bring in the color and the light into your life. The King of Swords. And become the master of your own mind. And not like this devil on your back type of energy. Being a conduit for this connection of the divine. Pushing through that force field, that energy, that yeah. Two of Pentacles. Again, I'm seeing this negative energy attached. Oh my goodness. On the lower back. Thank you. And then you got the Knight of Cups. Capricorn energy. I just heard music to my ears. And then you got the Moon. And then you got the Fool after that. Okay. And the star underneath that one. Okay. Okay. So with this one, it's like you feel like that if you make any sort of move, you're gonna be um, bruising the ego. You're gonna be in more pain or whatever than you actually feel like if you don't do anything. There's this upheaval within your mind that if I do this, then there's going to be repercussions for my actions, right? And it's like you're kind of tiptoeing around this idea of something that you may have, this connection that you have. And it's like you're kind of out of your element. Like this Knight of Cups, it's holding a cup of water and it's by water, but it's kind of on this island and you're feeling isolated from yourself and people around you. And you have to find the light within, connect with that. You have to be the guiding light. Maybe there's a need to connect to your moon sign. And it's like if you fall prey to this divine connection, then something about the masculinity or the divine masculine energy feels toyed with. Um, it's like the moon has control over your actions, your thoughts, and who you give your energy to. But there's this need to free yourself from the restraints and the walls that may have formed who you are. It's like you need to be dancing in the sun with somebody else and not by yourself making decisions for other people. But and not worrying about other people's opinions or choices or whatever it may be, and toying with your own mind and your own decisions. And you're like, if I shake it over here, if I shake it over here, then different people will come calling and come to you. But you need to dance in your own light and move forward with that, with the Fool. And it's like, because of who you are, there are going to be ankle biters trying to slow you down. But if you come out of this slumber, this rest of the winter, you may see that the snow has melted and that there's a boat that you can get to. It may not have oars or may have leaks, but it's far better than walking through this ice cold water alone and having people bite at you. Being headstrong in your decisions. Are there any more animal spirit guides that would like to come through, please? Change. Change is destined, no matter how you see it or look at it. Oh my goodness. Um, with the star here on the bottom of the deck, let's take a closer look. I'm seeing that if you free the mind of all the restraints and the ego and put that on the back burner, there's going to be a lot of things that are coming into fruition. And it's like you're going to be pouring into your own pool, your own little lake, say. And it's not going to be an island anymore because you're pouring it in and you're going to be a part of this ocean, of this lake, this body of water. And that body of water is going to be um, pulled and pushed by this moon energy. But the push and the pull, it's like it's it's a connection between you and the divine. You're working together to build yourself up and be free from this island, this deserted island that you feel like you're on. And you're going to be rising up above the piranhas that are at your feet. I'm going to shuffle this and see if we can get any more cards. Any more information for the spirit? We got the drowned king. Interesting. We got the king of swords and attacking a lot of the water. It feels like you're drowning within your own mind. But it's like you have the power and ability to sink to the bottom or rise up and catch up fresh air, that first breath, first light once again. And then we got the calcification bottom. Oh, okay. I'm seeing this here being calcified, mummified into this. So whatever these bugs that got you down, these bugs, these worms that are in your mind, this death, this looming death or decay, it's kind of like all these birds, all these all these animals are kind of your spirit guides and helping you take away all of this negativity that you feel surrounds yourself. And it's like if you feed your spirit animals, if you give them that attention, they will help you in this mortification of the self. Your celestial body, your light body will be penetrated by this light and it will change. And it's rooted in within you. There's a lot of red coming through and a lot of blue. But like if you see it, you believe it. And it's like after this calcification, this hardening of this shell, like this, oh, okay, here we go. We're finally getting somewhere. My goodness. So the shell, it's finally this hardening of yourself, of these bugs and things. When you're thinking of this thing over here, it's like this finally cracks and it becomes dust. And when that happens, there's this cracking, this rumble, this tremble in the forest, and trees fall down, and it's like the sky opens up and the birds fly free. And it's like from the ashes awakens this phoenix. Instead of being in the element of blue and water, you kind of bring this flame that you've never really seen before or felt even. There's this passion, this desire that is not being bombarded, or um, the flame's not being taken out by this overbearing sense of this water that's going to just pour into you. But instead, you feed this body of water, and the flame within doesn't end up burning out because you are accepting yourself almost. You're accepting yourself and the position you would stand in your family, your career, your friendships, and those birds that are protecting you and helping guide you are no longer needed because it's like you're self sufficient now. That sun can come through. Sure, there may be like smog or um, why did I just lost it? Smoke. Oh my goodness, smoke. That's still kind of fuzzying the mind or fuzzying your vision, but above that is the roots, this the sacral, the solar plexus. Like there's this building up of confidence from within. um, any more cards, please, Spirit? Anything else that needs to be identified or given attention to? Please show yourself now. Okay, we got the Five of Cups. I wish we went 3 cards. The Seven of Swords. Ooh. And the Chariot. Okay. So there's momentum moving forward. There's this looming, or this, yeah, looming rose, or this hidden rose that I keep seeing throughout the cards. Um, it's feeling like it's a mother connection or some sort of a relative or a blood family, and there's cups being spilt left and right. There's shouting. There's a lot of aggression and anger that I feel is being replayed in your mind if you mess up or whatever. But there's kind of always this essence of the moon, of who you are, that kind of cuts off this divine connection. Ooh. I'm seeing that this cord is so close to breaking. I feel from like both sides. Um, but it's like if you're scared to say something or do something to officially cut these ties. these cords that you may have attached to whatever this is that it's playing in your mind. And I feel like you're gonna see it from a different angle, a different light, and you're gonna take some sort of action with the moving forward to cut this out of your mind, your life, whatever it may be that's holding you back. And it's kind of got you in an upheaval, right? Or you feel like you're stuck, you can't move forward, but that energy is being welded and wielded together, and you're putting on this shell of a self that is going to protect you to move forward. And to move forward, you need to be putting up shields and energetic barriers around the self. But there is movement in this, which is awesome. But I feel like that is all I have to say for you guys in this group. Come as you please, stay as you will.